What is going on? 15 subscribers. I hope that's right. One of these is right. 15. Man, I'm proud of us. We're getting there. Thanks for coming along. So, if you clicked on this video, if you are not one of my friends and family, perhaps you are enticed and you would like to run a half marathon. Has this been something that has been on your mind? Do you think that, man, I could never run a half marathon? Or maybe you think, oh, I can do that. I just need to put my mind to it. Well, today is June 1st. Rabbits, rabbits, rabbits. What better day to start a goal, a month-long goal, than right now, the first of a month? So lucky for you guys, I took 5 minutes out of my very busy day and I drew out a plan on a whiteboard. So I will get to that in a minute, but I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions first. First question, this isn't really for me, it's more for you. Are you healthy? Typically, going into a training program, you want to make sure that you are of some decent health. So that is something for you before trying to attempt running a half marathon. Second, what is your why? Typically, when times get tough and you are challenged, it's very easy to kind of backslide and back out of some goal that you may have. So before jumping into a program, I'd like for you to just answer that for yourself about why do you want to try to run a half marathon? What are you trying to get out of it physically, emotionally, spiritually? That's up to you. Just that's more of your padding. So when times get tough, maybe you want to quit, you'll know what your why is about, why that you need to do this for yourself. And third is, do you have access to good running shoes? As I said in one of my previous videos about beginning runners, is you're going to need to have some sort of comfortable shoes, not only for comfort, but in order to really just save the health of your knees, your ankles, and your muscles. Without further ado, let me pull out the whiteboard and give you this month-long schedule, and I will go over it, and hopefully you can gain some insight from it, and hopefully at the end of this video, or at the end of the month, I'll get at least one person coming back to me and saying, hey, oh my god, I ran my first half marathon, and that would make me very, very happy for you, and very, very proud. So let's get this puppy going. Okay, whiteboard has been acquired. So what you're going to see, this is a month-long program. As I said, today is June 1st, and you can finish this by the end of June. I think June has 30 or 31 days. I probably should have looked that up. You can do this within the month. So what you are going to see is Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, you're just going to see numbers. What those numbers represent is the amount of miles that you are either going to walk, run, or run walk. It is up to you. Do what you can. The only caveat is that you have to do those specific number of miles. It doesn't matter if you do it AM and PM, or you do it breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or if you do it all in one go. It is up to you. And with that, the idea is to do a nice, easy, conversational pace. So to give you an idea, Kipchoge, who just broke the 2-hour marathon, he runs a marathon at what? Like a 4:30 pace, something extremely fast. His nice and easy pace, which we'll go over in another video, is usually around like an 8 or 9 minute mile, according to the internet. And that is a nice conversational pace for him. So if you're a nice conversational pace, that's relatively easy if you're running with a friend and you're going out having a nice conversation. If it's a 9-minute pace, a 10-minute, 11, 12, 13, whatever it may be, do that. If you have to take walking breaks, do that. The idea with these days is to build up your aerobic base. And what that essentially means is you have to train your heart, you have to train your lungs, you have to train your muscles, and as well as your bones in order to get ready to run those 13.1 miles. So the idea of those days is to go nice and easy, nothing too difficult. You just have to get the miles in. Now, on Tuesday, you're going to have your interval runs. Your interval runs, what you're going to do is do 3 minutes of an all-out effort and 1 minute easy. So 3 minute hard, 1 minute easy, 3 minutes hard, 1 minute easy for 4 total miles. That is really going to help you build up some speed. Wednesday and Friday, congratulations, you have off. Or you can do an active rest day. You can go out and play basketball, you can skateboard, you can walk, you can bike, you can cross train, lift weights, who knows, whatever it is you want to do. You don't have to run those days if you don't want to, but those are more of active recovery days. Also, what you can do as well, I'm a big fan of biking. Typically, what they say is that for every 3 miles that you bike equates to about 1 mile of running. Take that as you will, but if on one of these days you're not feeling like running or maybe your joints are hurting a little bit, then definitely bike or do some other form of cross training to get active. Also, what you're going to see is between week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, we're going to increase our volume by about 10%. That is what is considered to be safe and effective in a training program like this. And on Saturday, what you're going to have is your long runs. We're going to start out with 6 miles, then go to 8, 10, and then our half marathon down here. If you think, Mike, that is crazy, I could never run a half marathon, then I'd ask, why did you click on the video? No, but as I said, these long run days, they can be done AM, PM, they can be done breakfast, lunch, and dinner, whatever it is for you to get those miles in, get those miles in. But in general, typically people can walk 3 miles an hour, and if you run walkie, you can get done 4 or 5 miles an hour. So I don't think these days will take you any more than an hour or 2 hours, whatever it is for you. But in general, remember how I asked you to ask yourself, what is your why? So when looking at this, I know this looks absolutely phenomenal drawn on this whiteboard, but when times get a little tough, maybe it gets a little warm outside, you may need to have those thoughts stashed in your mind, as David Goggins calls it, the cookie jar, as to why you started, so you won't quit when times get difficult. But this is just the basic general overview of how a program would go. Typically, you'd have 1 or 2 off days. You're going to have 1 or 2 speed days, and the rest of the days are relatively easy. In general, I hope this makes sense, and I hope that this isn't too daunting. I'm hoping this is clear, and in general, I really hope by the end of the month, I'll get at least one person tell me, Mike, I used your program and I ran a half marathon. That would make me so happy to know that you are all getting out there, getting after it, and doing your absolute best. But in general, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you, 15 subscribers, for coming on board with this, and happy June, rabbits, 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 and I'll see you in the next video.